Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be simply Aisha's my personality fragrance tag, and I have not done a tag video in so long. This is giving me like 2020 2021 fragrance YouTube vibes, and I'm so here for it. Thank you so much, Aisha, for tagging me in this video. I'm so excited to answer these questions. Also, today is Halloween, so if you celebrate, happy Halloween. Today is my son's birthday. He turned 1 today. My daughter's birthday was last week on the 26th, so we're very festive when it comes to this time of year. But anywho, if you guys are interested in seeing what my choices are, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So if you are new to my channel, hello again. My name is Janae. Welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into these 13 questions, I believe. Let's get into it. So I have my phone right here so I can, read the questions off to you guys. Also, leave me your answers in the comments below as well, because I would love to know, what your choices would be. Number 1, what is your boss babe scent? So to me, when I think of a boss babe scent, I think of something bold, powerful, but it does command the attention of a room. And this fragrance in particular is one that I have to go very easy on the trigger because it's super potent, but it definitely gives boss babe vibes. And this is also a pretty underrated fragrance. I don't hear many people talking about this scent anymore, but it's one that I really do enjoy wearing. This is Creme Imperial from Novitus Parfums. Mind you, Novitus has been doing their thing recently with these collaborations. This is an older collaboration. I believe this was from 2020 or 2021 with a content creator named City CJ or CJ City. I'm gonna leave him linked in the description box. Creme Imperial is a floral, fruity, spicy fragrance. You also get a ton of woodiness, and you get a little bit of a resinous touch from some benzoin. This fragrance screams bold, confident, alluring, sexy, especially for a man. For a woman, this is like perfect for a boss babe scent. If you are looking for something that has notes of jasmine, some cinnamon, of course some benzoin, some cedarwood, this is for you. I would say that this isn't for everybody, especially if you enjoy more feminine leaning fragrances. This might be a little bit too potent for you, but this screams boss babe to me. If I had to go to a meeting or something like that and I want to command the room's attention, this is one that I will pull out to do that, especially if I want to exude confidence and my assertiveness, if that makes sense. This is perfect for that. So this is Creme Imperial from Novitus Parfums, and this is a gorgeous fragrance if you want that type of vibe. Question number 2 is, what is your go-to bedtime scent? Now this fragrance has had me in a chokehold since my September perfume tray, and if you haven't checked that video out, I would like for you guys to, because I curate my perfume trays based off of the season, but also what's going on in that month, vibes that I need, just whatever I need. This fragrance is one that I layered with another fragrance and it was gorgeous, but this one I just cannot stop wearing for bedtime. This is Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 from the house of Colognes. This is your sweet, spicy, warm, lactonic fragrance. You also get a little bit of a boozy touch, but overall it's just very nice. I have a dedicated review on this fragrance, so I won't go into too much detail. You guys can check that video out in the eye in the sky if you'd like. But honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I noticed with Colognes fragrances, the longer that I let them sit and just macerate, mature, just get really yummy and age, kind of like wine, they become more intense, and I get different nuances from them that I didn't get when I first sprayed them, when I first bought them. Does that make sense? So I noticed that with Colognes fragrances, if you spray them and let them sit for a little bit, when you go back to them, you'll realize okay, some things have developed, some things have matured a little bit. This is one that has become very decadent and dense. Before it was airy and kind of transparent. Now I get those sweet gourmand notes like the whipped cream, and I also get the booziness from the rum. You get that spice from that cardamom, all of that, and honestly, it is incredible. It's so delicious. That pistachio gelato note adds that nutty factor to the fragrance along with the hazelnut. It's a beautiful fragrance, but I love wearing this to bed because of that creamy like tonic vibe that this has. But I also love the spice. I'm so into spicy fragrances, like tonic fragrances. I love gourmand fragrances in general, so this was perfect for me. So yeah, Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 is my go-to right now. I do have other bedtime scents, and I do have a video coming out, I believe, in the next couple of weeks about my bedtime scent, so I'll have a whole list of that for all budgets. But this one in particular is one that I have been gravitating towards lately, and I just love it. I love it so much. This is Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 from the House of Kayali. Question number 3 is, what is your hug in a bottle? This fragrance was so easy for me to choose because I always say that this feels like a hug for sure. I always say that this is very cozy, comforting. This is a Netflix and chill type of fragrance. This is a signature scent. In my opinion, this is one that people will remember you by, especially if you're a mom or if you have like that motherly, nurturing vibe to you. This screams that, especially for the fall and winter. It just gives cozy vibes. This is Saint Honoré from Stephanie de Bruijn. Oh my goodness, I love this fragrance so much. I loved this in 2021 when I got it at the end of the year. I have been loving this fragrance for those days where it's like you need a hug, right? You need that comfort, you need that coziness. So Saint Honoré is a sweet, powdery, musky fragrance. You get a little bit of a woody touch in there as well, a little bit of a creamy sandalwood, but it's not overly done. The vanilla in this fragrance is absolutely stunning, and I love the heliotrope in this fragrance because it does add this powdery factor that kind of goes a little nutty, in my opinion. It kind of goes almondy. This also has a note of leather, which I don't get much of at all, but I do get that sandalwood with the vanilla and the heliotrope with the musk. So you get this powdery, musky, just warm, inviting, enveloping fragrance, but it's not doing too much. It's not too in your face. This isn't one that's gonna choke anyone out, so you can overspray this one just fine. I really enjoy wearing this fragrance for sure, and this is just one that is very comforting to me. So this is one that's comforting. It's one that you can wear to bed as well, but for me personally, this is my go-to hug fragrance, hug in a bottle fragrance. And it's very, very elegant and sophisticated. So if you wear this as your signature scent, you'll smell like you have your stuff together, you have your credit score together, you got your investments together, okay? Everything is in order and you're doing your big girl things, okay? So this is Saint Honoré from Stephanie de Bruijn. Next question is, what is your secret weapon of mass seduction? And I love how she worded that because I'm like, okay, a weapon of mass seduction, not destruction, okay? You're trying to seduce. This fragrance is one that my wife absolutely loves on me. Most people like this on me. I get a lot of compliments whenever I wear it, and I like to wear this fragrance when I want to seduce her, when it's like, you know what, we know what's up, we both know what's up, we know what's about to happen. That's what this fragrance is for me. And this is Nichané's 100 Silent Ways. Now, a lot of people compare this fragrance to Black Opium, which is one of my favorite designer fragrances of all time due to nostalgia, just how it smells. I love it. This is a more refined version of it in my opinion, and it's a little bit creamier without that coffee note. So if you don't like that coffee note that's in Black Opium, if you want something a little bit creamier, a little bit more refined and sophisticated, I think that 100 Silent Ways is the way to go. This fragrance is a sweet, fruity, floral fragrance. It has some creamy sandalwood. You also get this earthy, deep, woody vetiver note. It doesn't go green in this fragrance. It really stays like deep, warm, and woody, which I absolutely love. This fragrance has peach in it. You get some tuberose, and the tuberose is a very creamy, buttery tuberose. You get jasmine in here as well. You also get a note of orris, which adds a little bit of a powdery touch, but I think the powdery touch kind of comes off creamy in my opinion because of the sandalwood, because of that buttery, creamy tuberose. It really plays well together. And you also get some vanilla, some vetiver, and some sandalwood. So this fragrance is one that you should pick up if you want to seduce a suitor or your boo, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. If you want to wear this on a date, this is perfect for date night. This is perfect for going out. Like, this is just an amazing fragrance, especially if you have somebody in mind, if you know what I'm saying. And again, this is a compliment getter, so you can't really go wrong with 100 Silent Ways from Nichané. Okay, we getting through this. Y'all know I can talk and I'm doing pretty good. Number 5 is, what is your fragrance you never wear but you cannot part with? This fragrance in particular is one that I don't wear often. I do go into my collection and I smell it. I am so happy to have it, but I don't wear it because I feel like this fragrance is meant to be for like a special occasion. Black tie, you want to make a statement. This is a delicious gourmand, but it's more on the woody realistic side, which I absolutely love. This is Raja Parfum Sweetie Oud. This is just a warm, woody, yummy, spicy fragrance. It literally smells like you have baked a croissant, like you're in a bakery. They just baked croissants and it's like woody oud in the background. The oud in here is pretty prominent. I wouldn't say it's like an animalic oud or like a barnyard skanky oud, but it is intense. It is there. So if you don't like oud, you will not like this because the oud in here it's pretty prominent. But it's so like addictive. Like I love smelling it. I love how it smells on my skin. That like buttery croissant accord that's in here pops off of my skin, so I get this realistic gourmand delicious scent. But again, like I was saying, I haven't had an occasion where I'm like, I want to wear this fragrance. This isn't something that you smell often, especially with that croissant note. So this fragrance has that pastry accord along with some rose, and then you get some labdanum, you get some frankincense, you also get some oud, of course. This has a lot of notes, resinous notes, but it doesn't go too sweet to me. It kind of goes sweet, but not too sweet. If you love those warm balsamic resinous notes, I think you will really enjoy this fragrance in particular, especially with that pastry croissant accord. It's really unique. It's very special, and I love having it, but I never wear it. So this is Sweetie Oud from Raja Parfums, and this is not leaving my collection, period. Number 6, what is one of your favorite fragrances that you don't wear enough? This fragrance in particular, for some reason, it gives me so much nostalgia. I like going for this fragrance when it's very cold outside, especially if I want to feel cozy and comforted, because there's something very nostalgic about this fragrance. It gives me some type of scent memory that I can't place. I feel like it smells like something that I had growing up in Germany as a child. My mother was in the military. I lived there until I was 5, so from like 3 months until 5 I was in Germany, and we had so much fun there. I remember just eating so many treats, and Christmas was always so much fun, and I feel like this reminds me of some type of candy or some type of something that I had while in Germany. And this is Oud Orange Intense from the House of Fragrance Du Bois. This fragrance is a sweet, warm, vanillic fragrance. It has the citrusy vibe to it as well. It has some woodiness, but to me this kind of comes off as like a citrusy orangey chocolate or something. Like it's something chocolatey about the fragrance, and I've been saying that. I just love it so much. It just gives me so much joy. It brings so much joy, but I don't wear this fragrance enough. I feel like I should wear this a lot more with how much I really enjoy it. It just smells so good. It smells so good, and it's unique smelling. This is a type of scent that I don't have in my collection. I don't have anything that smells like this, and I love Fragrance Du Bois oud, how they use 100% pure organic oud that they harvest themselves. It is just so refined. It is not overpowering at all, and I know some ouds really come off very intense, and they're very intimidating, very animalic, and I do not like those types of ouds. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. So on the top you get some fruity notes along with some coconut, and then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get this boozy bourbon vanilla. I think that it does add a little bit of a boozy touch, but not too much. And then in the base, that's where you get some vanilla along with some musk, and you get that pure organic oud. And this fragrance is just very special. It's very special. It smells super special. I do get a lot of those citruses, the orangey quality, and it's kind of like an orange syrup, like an orange simple syrup, not like fresh, bright, citrusy orange. It's more of like a toned down, sweeter, if that makes sense, like a warm type of orange. So yeah, this is Oud Orange Intense, and this is one that I really love, and I don't wear enough, but I will. I'll start wearing this more often. Question number 7. What is the fragrance you would recommend for a beginner who wants to smell unique. Now, this was a very, very easy choice for me because I keep saying in most of the videos that I talk about while mentioning this fragrance, this is a super mysterious, interesting, very, very unique fragrance in my collection, and I think it's very, very likable. And this is Oud Orchid from Mancera. This fragrance is beautiful. It's a sweet, fruity, tropical fragrance. It has some floral touches. You also get a little bit of earthiness, you get some sweetness, and you get some woodiness. So not only do you get a peach note in this fragrance, you get coconut, you get vanilla, you get some patchouli, some amber, some musk, some orchid, of course. Like, it's so beautiful. This is a type of fragrance that I think is perfect for someone who's looking for a signature scent. If you want to get into niche perfumery, if you want to get in more luxurious fragrances, this is perfect. Not only do you get 120 ml or 4 fluid ounce of product, but you also get a very long lasting fragrance. This lingers on your skin forever, and if you spray it on your clothes, forget about it. You need to wash your clothes to get this fragrance out, and I love it. But if you want to smell mysterious, if you want to kind of, you know, have a fragrance that's a little bit more softer, like it projects and it smells incredible, but it's not super loud. It has this mysterious kind of like veil of a fragrance, and I think it's super sexy. This isn't a type of fragrance that doesn't have a sillage or project or anything like that, but just how the fragrance is composed, it's just a very gentle on the nose fragrance, if that makes sense. I just love it so much. It smells incredible, and I keep recommending this fragrance to people who want to smell a little bit different. So this is Oud Orchid, and she is one that I would recommend if you want to get into niche perfumery and luxury fragrances and you want to smell unique. This is the one that I would highly, highly recommend, and you can find her on discounters and things like that for a very, very great price. Number 8 is, what is a fragrance that you love that everyone seems to hate? Now, this one I chose 2 fragrances or 2 types of fragrances. I'm not really going to go into detail about them. I'm going to just give you guys like main accords and that's it. But I feel like if you do fragrance content, or if you watch fragrance content, or if you just watch beauty videos in general, you have seen one or the other, or probably both of these scents. I'm talking about the Baccarat Rouge 540s. I have the original Eau de Parfum, and I have the Extrait de Parfum and the Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. I really enjoy these fragrances. I genuinely love these fragrances, and so many people hate them, and I don't know why. Now granted, the heel can be a bit much for some. I think it gets a little challenging to spray. But I think it's nice. Like, it's very unique. It doesn't take up too much space, right? And it's a cute little statement piece. I love the heel. But let's talk about Baccarat Rouge 540. Again, I have the Eau de Parfum and the Extrait de Parfum. You guys, I love these fragrances, period. I love these fragrances. I'm just head over heels for them. I prefer the Extrait de Parfum because of that woody almond note. But these both are just sweet, floral, woody fragrances. That's really how I can describe them. And again, the Extrait de Parfum has that, you know, nutty almondy vibe. So many people have tried to emulate them, that yeah, they could be played out or boring or whatever. People don't see the hype behind them. But when these fragrances were released, especially this one, it was like mind-blowing, right? You've never smelled anything like that before. Not only is this a luxurious brand, a prestigious brand really, but it's also like, wow, like that's a very unique scent. Like, it's so hard for me to even describe today, and I've had this fragrance since 2020, so I don't even know how to explain to you guys how incredible it is, but it is. And it smells different on everyone. In my opinion, you do get the nuance of it, but to me it smells different on everyone. If a man wears it, it goes a little bit more woody. On my skin, it goes a little bit sweeter. It goes a little bit more on the floral side with that woodiness humming in the background. So yeah, that's how I feel about these. And then Good Girl is just your warm, spicy, floral fragrance. You get coffee note, you get a cocoa note, you get vanilla, you get so many notes in this fragrance. Tuberose. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in this fragrance, but it's super sexy. This is a fragrance that grants me so many compliments. This is another one that my wife absolutely loves, and she's super picky when it comes to fragrances. So this is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. It's not for everybody. There are so many other flankers, so you probably can find something that you like for you. Yeah, it's a good conversation. Number 9, what is an overhyped fragrance that you currently own? I don't feel like going downstairs to get it. I totally forgot that I was supposed to bring it upstairs, but I have the travel size, so I'm kind of cheating. It's not a full-size bottle, but I have been wearing it and I do feel like it's pretty overhyped, and that's Burberry Goddess. It's supposed to be this vanillic fragrance that has this aromatic quality from some lavender, blah 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 blah. For me, it's just, it doesn't do anything for me. I know some people really love it. It's a nice easy reach fragrance if you're looking for a fragrance that's a vanilla fragrance that you can wear year round. I think that's a great option, but for me personally, for me forking out that type of money, I personally would just go for like a niche fragrance or an indie house fragrance, because I can get something a little bit more special, whether that's the packaging or the fragrance in general, the bottle. I could get something a little bit different and feel like I've spent my $170 well. I'm cool off Burberry Goddess. It's a nice fragrance. It is really pretty on the skin, but again, I don't feel like it's one you should run out and get because it blew my mind so much, you know. Number 10, what fragrance is on the chopping block? Okay, so I do want to do a video about fragrances that are on the chopping block because I did a huge declutter earlier in the year. I did another declutter not too long ago. Y'all showed out for that one, but this fragrance is one that is on the chopping block, and I have a few others that I'm like, yeah, I probably should let go of. This is Mosque Milano's Russian Tea. This is a herbaceous, minty, woody fragrance. I love tea and fragrances, but this is just a little bit too different for me. I can't seem to get with that mint note along with that green tea note because of that herbaceous, like herbal touch from the green tea, and that minty mint, it just does not work well on my skin. It kind of comes off as like Vicks Vapor Rub or something like that, and I've been trying to make it work with other scents, but it just hasn't been able to work for me. So yeah, Russian Tea from Mosque Milano is one that I wanted to love, but after trying it and trying to give it a chance, it really isn't doing it for me. So this one's on the chopping block for sure. Number 11, what is the last fragrance that you purchased? So I don't have it with me because it's on the way, but the last fragrance that I purchased was actually a Lattafa fragrance from Amazon, and it's called, hold on, let me pull it up, Affection, and it's from Lattafa. It's supposed to have lily of the valley, jasmine, raspberry, and vanilla, and y'all better believe I'm gonna be doing a haul, so make sure y'all subscribe if you have not already. Number 12, what fragrance is at the top of your wish list? And currently I am just into gourmands right now. Like, I'm always into gourmands, but I'm really into gourmands, and Mula Mula Caramel is top on my list. Mula Mula Double Caramel. Let's see, this is supposed to be limited edition, so we'll see, but let's see what the notes are. I'm currently on Lucky Scent, and the notes are caramel, peach, ginger, caramel again, strawberry, raspberry, vanilla, oud, patchouli, and amber. I own Mula Mula Rouge Extreme. I used to own the OG Mula Mula, but that bottle started leaking and I had to get rid of it. I also own the Chronic from Byron Parfums, so I really enjoy Byron Parfums, and this is one that I'm gonna be picking up very soon, so y'all stay tuned for that. And then last but certainly not least, we have what is your number one fragrance for life? And if you know me, if you know me, right? If you know me, if you've been on my channel for a while, I've mentioned this time and time again. Not only was this my wedding day fragrance, but this is a fragrance that was love at first sniff, and I still love it as much as I did the first time that I smelled it to this day. And this is Delina Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. I love this fragrance so much that I have a whole backup bottle. I don't have many backups of anything. I think I have maybe 4 backup bottles of things, and that should tell you something. This fragrance is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous to me. This is one that I think is hit or miss for some people. Either you love it or you hate it, and for me, this is a love. This is a lifer. This is a love. This is a sweet, creamy, powdery fragrance. It has some fruity notes to it. You get a little bit of a smoky touch. You get some woodiness. This is a gorgeous fragrance. I feel like it's just perfect in every single way. I got married in March, and it was kind of cool outside, but it was kind of warm, and it worked perfectly. It lasted all night long, and the bottle just gives like bridal vibes to me, especially because it's pink, it has those tassels. It's very gorgeous. I can never get rid of this fragrance. So Parfums de Marly, if you're watching this, please never discontinue this fragrance because I will be super sad. And if you're feeling very, you know, generous, I see y'all got 30 mils now. Y'all can go ahead and send that my way. It's gorgeous. This is a beautiful fragrance. Not only do you get rose, you get lychee, you get some incense in here. You also get some oud in this fragrance, which I don't detect. protect whatsoever. It's just a beautiful fragrance. The vanilla is gorgeous as well. I absolutely love this fragrance and I can't get enough. I cannot get enough. This is actually the fragrance that made me fall in love with the note of rose, because I was not really a rose person until I fell in love with this scent. So Delina Exclusive is my #1 fragrance for life. Get you some. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for you guys today. Again, thank you Aisha for tagging me in this video. I had so much fun like picking things out of my collection, and I went with my first gut reaction when I read the questions. So I absolutely love this. This gave me nostalgic fragrance community YouTube vibes, and I'm just so happy to participate in this. Okay, if you're watching this video, if you create content, or even if you don't, go ahead and leave me a comment of your answers, because I would love to know. But if you do create content, go ahead and do this tag. I'm tagging you, I'm tagging everyone watching. So if you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me to the end or whatnot. And for today's video, since it's a tag video, leave me the tag emoji, and if you don't have it, just leave me asterisk tag emoji so I know you guys made it until the end. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.